Peace. This is James. I'm gonna go live here for a second because I was just on another platform and I didn't really like the way that ended. When you on somebody else's platform, I don't know if you know things got misunderstood or what was going on, or maybe the guy doesn't understand what I was really referring to. But either which way, I never would go on anybody's platform to be disrespectful. What I was talking about was a local issue here in Texas, dealing with Mo3 and Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Beezy, which all this is public information and knowledge. So I was really trying to segue into something about our people and the dealing with the historical connection between music and how our people react to each other. But when you can't do that type of stuff when you're on another platform or people don't understand you. But I'm passionate for our people, and I never meant to be disrespectful to anybody on the brother's platform. But he's absolutely right. I do need to be on my own platform and doing my own thing. I'm passionate about trying to change the situation of Africans and African Americans on this planet. That's the fucking goal. It ain't no other agenda. I mean, talking about my past, that's cool if you want to get to know who I am. But what are we gonna do about today? What about the future? And what about right now? What we gonna do? And that's where I'm at with it. People, it was kind of shocking to hear some of the answers that people say they don't care about their history, and that just lets you know that people don't even know what's in it to even care. They don't even have a value of knowing. They don't even know how miseducated they is to know what value holds within that history that you have to be able to give to that next generation. If you don't know about certain people in history, you got to ask yourself why you don't know these black, especially a black historian or somebody that's telling you black history. You need to know what's in those books because that gives you a history that you not provided by your enemy. And once you get that, then you will understand what's going on and what we need to do as a people, collectively. But all this people act like that it's not about history or they just want to just keep talking about stuff that we did in 1990 and 19 man. We got to start thinking about what we're going to do to fix some of the things that we did in the 90s and the 80s, or even looking at why that stuff happened. Like, why did we do what we did? And then you got to definitely go off into that music to understand the influence of it, or even film that they released at particular times in history to understand the influence on the population. Because y'all don't understand that these people are using all of these particular weapons as an attack. They use music and they use imagery, which is the film industry. So until people understand what type of attack that we're dealing with, it starts from going to the school system and it continues all the way on out. And if you don't understand that you got to acknowledge all of it to understand it, then we ain't gonna never get nowhere. So I'm passionate about our people, man. This ain't got, I mean, talking about what happened to me in 1995 and stuff like that, I can go over that one time. But after that, I want to know what we gonna do to try to make sure that nobody else have to go through the same things that we going through. Like when you talk about well, okay, we looking at gentrification, or we looking at depopulation of our people in here in America. You got to look at everything that's causing the depopulation, and you got to look at murder. That's a part of it. Who's murdering who? Black people are murdering more black people with the weapon than anybody else. And then you got to think about the healthcare system is also a part of the murdering of our people. So all of this stuff got to be talked about. And if I guess I have to do is absolutely right. And my apologies that I do got to talk about this on my platform. So hopefully people will gravitate on over here and get a deeper understanding of what we're dealing with, because we at war. And I thought that people that was gangbangers or people that was in that culture was warriors. So you deal with that, and in that fashion. You got to deal with all aspects of being a warrior. You got to deal with the healthcare system. You got to deal with the politics. You can't shy away from none of it. And then when it all comes down to it, all of this stuff is created by you, the whole political system, the whole religious system and everything. And you have no idea. You think white people created. You think Europeans and Greeks and Romans created. So you ain't gonna never be able to give this power to the next generation because you don't know it. And that's just really what's going on with our people, man. And it's sad. So, man, I mean, it just that shit is just sad to hear that people get mad at you for trying to push the agenda for us to fight for something other than talking about this history and just jibber jabbing all day and really trying to put forth. But just like it's like people are scared to really address our real issue, which is what we need to be doing. We need to address our issues, man. That need to be addressed. We need to address our issues. Talking about recent gang history is one thing. That's cool. But what we gonna do now, and what we're gonna do to try to solve and fix the things that we have to fix. So if we bring in the history into it, if you don't know your history, and if you know that the school system ain't never provided you the history, then what's wrong with us providing the history for our people now, the correct history that we need? And then when you provide the correct, and so you say, well, okay, well, I don't care about history. Well, what about your grandkids? What about your great grandkids? What about the next generation? If you know that being taught incorrectly is gonna be is a problem that you don't even know the problem. When you've been taught incorrectly about your history, you don't even have any type of interest in it. And I see what the problem is. Y'all don't see that the history is so important for us to get out of the situation that we in. Like if you will listen to a white person, they'll say, well, if you ain't got no money, don't procreate. But then they put you in a situation where you ain't got no money here in America. And then the next thing you know, you only got one child. If that child die or get murdered or whatever, you ain't got no offspring of the next generation, don't go on. And that shit is important. So then you look around and you say, well, damn, ain't that many black people around? I know, because we didn't create them. That's how the fuck they get created, through us. So the game is so deep that we don't even see it. And it's sad. We don't even see what we need to be dealing with. We want to keep talking and keep talking and keep talking without going through dealing with what do we need to do? We keep seeing everybody else seem like they constantly moving forward and we not getting nowhere. Well, then damn, we need to start doing something about it. So, I'm just passionate about our people, man. And if you ain't passionate about what's going on, we ain't gonna never get nowhere. We ain't gonna never move forward. It's just over with. So I heard the brother say, man, I don't even care about that. Okay. But that just let me know I don't even need to be over there, because that's not cool to not care about what's gonna happen to your people. So with that said, man, I'm out, and that's just me venting. I may erase this, but I don't know. I need to do something in response to how I'm feeling right now, because this is not good. All right, peace.